Right. Let's see. Yeah, it should be right around there. Yeah, and then I think we're good. Yo, Sam, how's it going with the lights? I mean, I don't know if you're done with the lighting, but it looks a little iffy. If you could fix it up, that'd be...
You dare question me on my visuals?
No, man. Come on. I know you. You know me. You're a really talented guy when it comes to visuals, man. I just, the map looks good. I just want to make sure it looks good.
What do you know about visuals, huh? All you make is low effort cash grab rooms.
All right, let's not throw shots at each other's skills.
Skills? You call build your own poppy playtime skibbity uppy fun RP fucking blah 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 skill?
Chill. I'm just saying maybe we should cut down on the lights so we don't, lose quality. I mean, it's a small map after all. You wouldn't want there to be
don't you dare say it.
Lighting bugs?
No, anything but that.
Oh.
Just tell me how to keep track of my lights so it doesn't happen, please.
Yeah, I got you. I'll teach you how it works. Just calm down. Lighting bugs aren't that big of a deal. Oh, chill. Just give me a bit. I'll show you how to make it, man. Okay, so while he's tweaking, let's make this system. So to start it off, you're going to need the Rectum object get all attack. You want the first chip to say point light, the second one to say spotlight, and the third one to say dome light. This ensures that you're keeping track of all possible lights that are CB2, of course, so that way you're not miscounting anything. Then you want to spawn in the list concat, anyways, you spawn in 2 of these. This just ensures that all of these lists are combined. All this ship does is take one list and takes another list and combines it into one whole list. So since there's 4 objects in this one and 0 objects in this one, 4 plus 0 is 4. And then we'll connect it to the other list, concat, cook it to this one. And then now we have a total of 15 lights. Okay, so we have the information about how many lights we have, but how do we visually see how many lights we have? This is where you get the list get count. This just gets a list of all the objects and whatever inside of a list, and it puts it onto an integer. Now, since at the time of making this video, there's only a total of 64 lights that can be used within a room. So you want to get that list get count output and put that into the first input of subtract. Make sure you put it into the bottom one so you don't get a negative number. And you want to put the top value as 64. Now, of course, my output looks different because I'm in a completely different room. So depending on where you set the system up will depend on what this number will be. Next, you're going to need to put down a toString. And you want to hook the output of that subtract and put it to the input of toString. And it's just going to take that exact same number and put it onto a string value. Next, you want to spawn in a string format. And you can format it to whatever you want. So as you see, my format is placeholder, lights used. This placeholder is just the curly brackets with a 0 in the middle. So if you want a different format than how I have it, you could put something like total lights used. And then you have the curly brackets with the 0 in the middle. And then it would put the integer of the lights right there. Anyways, now that that's out the way, you see that it says 49 lights used. So that means that our placeholder along with the string works. So now we can hook this up to either a subtitle or a text. Okay, so now we have a player subtitle ship. So now how do we activate it? So I mean, I could put an event receiver update 30 Hz hooked up to it and then it just pops up constantly on my screen, but that isn't fun. So we're gonna make it where the subtitle goes off only when you spawn in or delete a light. In order to do this, we're gonna need an integer variable. Now variables can be configured to whatever name you want them to be, so I'm just gonna name mine lights left. Now you don't need to change the name of the variable, but I just believe I need to do it in order to keep proper organization going. So remember that update 30 Hz I said we didn't need? Yeah, we're gonna need to bring that back. For the people that don't know how to set that up, you spawn an event receiver, go to configure. Once you configure, you'll be brought up with this menu right here. You'll click it, scroll all the way down till you see update 30 Hz. And now you have your event receiver update 30 Hz. Now our integer variable is what we're gonna wanna update constantly. So for the input of the integer variable, we're just gonna take the output of this subtract and we're just gonna hook it up to there. So now we have a variable that keeps track of the total amount of lights that we have left. Go ahead and spawn in an event receiver, configure it again, and you're gonna be brought up with this menu. Now since my integer variable is called lights left, it's going to be called lights left changed, but depending on what your integer variable is called, it will be a different event. So as you see right there, it says lights left changed. So this just means that this variable ever updates to a number like 50 or 48. This event receiver will send out an execution along with the total amount of lights left. So all you want to do is just hook that event receiver onto the import of the player show subtitle. Oh my gosh, anyways, it should look something like this. And although you can't see it in the video, if I were to spawn a light, it says 48 lights used. Alright, so I had an error in my grammar. I meant to say lights left, not lights used. My apologies. Okay, now although you can't see it, if I spawn in the light, it tells me that I have 48 lights left. And if I were to undo that, it would say I have 49 lights again because, I just undid it. So I'm back to the original value that I was at before. And now you have yourself a working system that tells you how many lights left you have in your room. I'm Dark from Side Projects. If you like these circuit tutorials, be sure to subscribe to our channel. I hope this video was able to help you out in some way. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.